What's going on, everybody? Renaldo Webinson here, coming to you and educating you more on marketing. Yes, that also means digital marketing because they are married. We don't separate the two anymore because we're in the modern age and things have changed. In this episode, I want to deal with impressions. What are impressions and how do they work? What do they mean and how do you use them intelligently with what you're trying to do in your business to try and conquer marketing to make more money and pay the right price? So, first of all, an impression is every time your ad has been seen on the platform in which it's advertised. Really simple. So if I'm advertising with Google and I'm any kind of advertising, I could be doing all placement advertising. That would mean I'm using Google AdWords, I'm using Google Display, all of those things. Every time my ad is seen, doesn't matter about the number of people, it matters about number of times seen. Every time my ad is seen, that is classed as an impression. Impressions generally are categorized by something called CPM. So I'm charged money according to 1,000 impressions. So 1 CPM is 1,000 impressions. CPM, of course, stands for cost per million. I don't know what the million part means. I know it means cost per 1,000 impressions. Most platforms, that's the gold standard of how you are charged. So when it comes to Spotify ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, all of them will charge you based on CPM. What is good CPM and what is bad? That is always the question, and that's always the difficult part. We're trying to figure out where to spend your money. Now remember, this you need to look at based on the platform that you're advertising on. So if you're working with an impression-based platform, impression-based advertising platforms charge you per impression. Google, for example, or query-based advertising platforms, if you're using the queries and that's where you're focusing, you're only charged per click. And I think even with Google Display as well, even Google Display, you're charged per click, which is totally different, right? If you're charged per impression, you need to pay attention to the amount you're paying per impressions or the recommended amount that you would get per 1,000 impressions. So Spotify, for example, they typically charged $17, I think £17 or $17 per 1,000 impressions, which is really, really good. So if you think about it, for $170, I get 10,000 impressions. Could be 10,000 impressions between 1,000 people. It could be between 5,000 profiles. Who knows? It depends on how you're targeting and who you're targeting according to the right people that are going to be suited for your business message. Take Facebook as well. Facebook is really flexible and wide. Why? Because Facebook's business model makes it complex. Facebook's job or Facebook's entire business model is to keep people on the platform for as long as possible. So if you are helping them do that, they are going to charge you less per 1,000 impressions. Very simple. So you can end up paying £1 or $1 per 1,000 per 1,000 times your ad has been seen. Why? Because Facebook love your content so much that they're going to just keep running it to loads of people because they know that it's keeping people on the platform. And as a result, they can start collecting more behaviors, more insights, more information on people, allowing them to create a better ad product. So for you as a business person, it makes sense for you to create content that sits on Facebook and really engages the audience because you're going to get cheaper reach, cheaper impressions because it's all within Facebook's business model. Snapchat, very similar. Twitter, similar. LinkedIn, similar. All these impression-based advertising platforms, you charge per 1,000 impressions. Of course, on the flip side, you can do really badly. So let's say, for example, you're creating an ad for a platform like Facebook and nobody's interested. Nobody's clicking, nobody's slowing down when they scroll, nobody's interested. That can end up charging you a lot of money or costing you a lot of money per 1,000 impressions. It can sometimes cost you 50, 60, 70 pounds, or 70, 80 dollars per 1,000 impressions, depending on how bad it is. And if it's really, really bad, your ad might not be shown at all, right? So you always need to pay attention to roughly how much is costing you every time people see your ads, because when you understand that, you understand how the market is receiving your ads, and you also know that you're likely getting cheaper impression share throughout. Guys, impressions are a key metric to understand if you are going to do any kind of marketing, particularly marketing online, because obviously you got offline marketing channels and online marketing channels. It's particularly online because you can track everything and you can start looking at what is a good result and what is a bad result and create content according to those levels and types of results that you are getting. Now you understand impressions. We'll move along, and in the next video we're going to cover traffic. Speak soon.